live. I'm on the road. Gerald Celente joins us via video connection and Skype audio for radio listeners from channel 166 XM to over 100 AM and FM affiliates. And I do want to try to get to some of these calls, but I know we can't do too much overdrive. Gerald was very kind to come on despite the fact he just got off an airplane this morning. Gerald, you were explaining the difference between the types of reactors they could have built versus the uranium-based systems.
That's right. So that really, by going with thorium, you can't use it to make the waste product. You can't use to make a nuclear weapon. So, of course, back in the 60s, when the whole world was, the Cold War was going on, they wanted to make nuclear weapons. Well, now in China, in India, in Brazil, in the Czech Republic, they're all developing nuclear power plants with the eye toward thorium. So we can all chill out now if Iran simply goes with thorium rather than nuclear. Is it ready to go? No, but it's almost ready to go. So if the United States, for example, that just spent $1 trillion fighting an immoral war, killing 1 million people, killing 5,000 of our people, and wounding mentally and physically another couple of 100,000, and destroying an entire country, would help Iran go thorium, as we should also be doing with our nuclear power plants. The psychopaths, the Netanyahus, the Obamas, the Clintons, the Santorums, the Romneys, all of these psychopaths that want to go to war won't have an excuse. Not that excuse, because Iran would not be able to use the waste materials from thorium to create a nuclear bomb. And I want one message here, again, why thorium is so much better. And again, this is from the Trends Journal. Thorium is 4 times more plentiful worldwide than uranium. It produces more than 100 to 300 times more energy that can be coaxed from an equal volume of uranium. It yields less than 1% of the toxic waste. In energy generation reaction, as much as 99% of the thorium can be consumed, compared to typically 2% or less of uranium that goes into generating plants. So
they went with that to tie us to the weapons system, and it just shows how this managed fascist economy is killing us, and they don't want to be friends with everybody. They want to use us to set up an abusive global corporatist world government that's destroying our own internal country and doing it with our money. It's incredible. How do we get rid of these crooks, Gerald?
Again, the only way I see is through direct democracy. We cannot have a gang in the United States of 535 telling us what to do. They're ruining our lives. Again, turn on the television tonight. Watch the great debate. And you see Santorum. I wonder, how come Gingrich doesn't bring Callister out there when he's doing his debate? I mean, who ever saw a cheap act like that? I just did a talk in Calgary. If I was married, the last thing I'd want was my wife standing next to me as I'm giving a speech with this plastic blonde helmet on and looking up at me adorably. How can anybody believe this crap?
Well, here's the good news. That woman looks even more plastic and snake-like than him. She's another social climber, kind of like Limbaugh's wife. So I think they're really, really, really good for each other. Gerald, I know you got to go, but do a few more minutes with us. I want to just hear about a few of the other trends you've got and jam in 2 quick questions. Back in 60 seconds.
Thank you for listening to GCN. Visit GCN.